Hello and welcome to this video. If you could like, share and subscribe to the channel, I much appreciate it. Liking helps the algorithm, sharing gets in front of people's faces, and subscribing lets me know you like the channel. Hit that notification bell to let you know when video go live. So Sheffield Wednesday made a huge leap in their potential chance to stay in the Championship next season. Now the win versus West Brom were good, but the job's not over yet. But here's the thing. It was nice to hear conversation from the likes of someone like Masaba turning around and saying how much the fans are really needed in this. He goes on to say, I think you see a lot of fans like this. It's so sick. It's not every team that can fit like this. I like how the fans are with us, and they celebrate. And I think they deserve this to have this relationship with the players, to be able to celebrate, to be able to take those moments and see if possible and celebrate in the way. I'll take those chances. It's good. And this is the thing. You've got to remember, when Musaba came in, he came in under a different manager. He came on in under Sicko, so he's had to change, and there's been a lot of ups and downs. When he first came in, he was very raw, and people were trying to figure out where he fit into the club. He fits in perfectly now. The goalie talk, him and Gassama as well. And what you've got to remember here is that it's really good to see this. He goes on to say, first when I came, we had ups and downs, but I know what kind of club it is. It's a serious club with serious fans. I knew that if we had a gaffer who understood us, we were going to go on the upward. But yeah, for the rest, I had enjoyed my time, so it's obviously nice. And he's on a big contract at Wednesday as well, which is always good to know in that sense, because you want us to have that kind of ability to have players still here and be able to push on and stuff. Now here's the other thing. Danny also went on to say that we're close, even though we had the lap around the pitch, and some people did feel like it was a bit of a celebration. It wasn't. It was just thanking the fans. These players know this isn't done yet. Danny said something interesting in the interview. Was at the end, it was like, on Tuesday we'll go again, and we'll go again. And I think it's a case of Sunday they have a day off, and I think Monday they do like Sunday they go in again to do like the last bit of training and recovery, and then Monday they go into it, and then Tuesday they start again on the training. And I think that's interesting. You get a good insight to see what happens. But one of the other things that I found interesting, I think Sheffield Wednesday players now train on the day of a game as well. Which, if that's the case, that's something new. But I kind of like that. Like having to get them mentally ready to go. And we already know that they already all go to a hotel, even if it's a home game, to get everything ready and get that mental preparation ready. And I think that's something you see different in what Danny's done since he come in. He changed the levels of how everything works, from how they train to how they prepare to how they go about it. We know how big the game versus Sunderland is. We know that a draw is enough to see us, but we don't want that. We don't want to draw. We want to win. As I did the video yesterday, it's the same mindset. And having people like Masaba, Gassama jump on board with what we're doing and into the fan element of the club and being able to do it. You'd see the whole situation with Josh Windass kissing the badge when he does. He's definitely found a home here. And I personally wouldn't mind him staying if we can. Keep him. I think it would be good. He can change games. We've shown that. It's 2-2 for him now. And we got things. There's a lot of teams still playing for things now on that last game of the season. Yes, Sunderland are not playing for it, but some of them will be playing to see how the manager, whoever comes in, will fit into their plans. So that's the other thing. You've got players who will want to find out what the next gaffer is, who's going to be there. So we have to be switched on. Even though it feels like Sunderland don't have anything to play for, they do to a point. So let's see where we are come this time next week. This time next week, we could be flying high, doing a retention list, retain list even, and then sorting out who is going to be where, saying goodbye to some players, having the situation where we know what league we're in, we can go and relax a little bit in the summer, knowing what league we're in, and go from there and see how we do. Because I definitely think if we had Danny from the start of the season, we could have been mid-table. Mid-table, maybe just pushing outside. But didn't happen. He came in later. He's done the job so far, but the one game left to do, and that's the final job to be done. And then every one of the player management, coaching staff can have a much deserved break, because they're going to need it, because they have put so much effort into getting us into the position we're in right now. And I think if we keep this mentality, we keep going what we're doing, the good things that can happen under this management team. But we've got to make sure the man upstairs backs them, and that's always our number one worry. But we will see what happens. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I like what Masaba said. He seems like he's happy here, and he seems to be very settled and love playing here. I like seeing the pictures after the game. I like seeing the inside match day as well. There's a togetherness here with our club again at last that we had last season. And that togetherness took a while to come back, but it's back. So we'll see what happens, and hopefully this time next week we're talking about the end of the season. Well, we will be talking the end of the season, but with us in the championship.